Okay.
Hi. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the regular meeting, public hearing, and workshop of the Hyde Park Town Board. Today is Monday, May 17th, and we're joining you virtually. We have not yet returned to our in-person meetings, though that may be in the future, but good to see everyone virtually. May I then begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, may I have a motion to accept the minutes of the May 3rd meeting?
I make a motion.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And we do have public comment available on resolutions only. And I'd like to ask the town clerk if she has received any public comment.
I have not.
And Neil, have you received any through the webmaster?
Have not.
Okay, great. We also do have a public hearing on the agenda tonight, and that is the public hearing on the 2020-2021 MS4 permit annual report. And we have Kathleen Moss, or more fondly known as Tad, our zoning administrator here. Last meeting, she gave an update on the report, and I'd like to go ahead and ask the town clerk to please read the meeting notice.
Please take notice that the Town of Hyde Park Town Board will hold a public hearing on the 2020-2021 MS4 permit annual report for the Town of Hyde Park, Dutchess County, New York, on Monday, May 17th, 2021 at 6:05 p.m. A copy of the proposed 2020-2021 MS4 annual report is available for review on the Town of Hyde Park website at www.hydeparkny.us and is available for inspection at the town clerk's office during normal business hours. Per the governor's executive orders, the meeting and public hearing will be held virtually and live streamed on the town's YouTube channel. For remote public hearing procedures, please visit our website. There will be no gathering at the Town of Hyde Park Town Hall for this meeting. By order of the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park, dated May 3rd, 2021, Hyde Park, New York, Donna McGrogan, Town Clerk.
Thank you, Donna. Did you have anyone submit comments?
I did not.
Okay, and Neil, have you had anyone submit through the website?
Nope.
No, and Tad, have you had some comments?
No, not directly on the annual report. I have not.
Okay. Do you have anything that you would like to add before we proceed with the public hearing?
I would just like to say thank you again for hosting this. I know that it's such a fun meeting and a good time for all, that the program is proceeding, and we have addressed all of the requirements of the general permit 15-03 that was updated in 2016. If anyone would like a summary of that, I'll be happy to provide it, and they can contact me through email. And I appreciate, you're entertaining this and doing the resolution. Thank you so much. Oh, we have a new signatory requirement for an electronic signature from DEC. I'm not sure how that's going to work. If it doesn't work easily, we can still submit in paper. Thank you.
Thank you, Tad. Appreciate that. Good. Okay, so then may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I make a motion.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thanks again, Tad. Take care.
Thank you.
See you soon. Okay, so we have a workshop item, and I'd like to welcome Lynn Ruggiero, the president of the Hyde Park Free Library Board, and she's here to tell us about a new program they've instituted called Turning Out. So welcome, Lynn. Good to see you. And thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thank you to the town board and for the opportunity to speak to you and the people of Hyde Park. I am Lynn Ruggiero, as you said, and president of the Board of Trustees of the Hyde Park Library. I'm here tonight to tell you about an exciting program that our library has initiated. The program is called Turning Outward. Someone did call it Outward Bound, but that's not right. It's Turning Outward. And its purpose is to elicit what our town members see as being important for a strong community here in Hyde Park. For example, one of the questions we'll ask and discuss is, what kind of community do you want to live in? We want to know what you think and wish for Hyde Park and for your ideas that could make a difference. The library wants to be part of the community building development. We are holding small group discussions, about 8 to 10 people, of community members around the whole town. And they'll be facilitated by a board member or a staff of the library. We're seeking to learn about the aspirations and the concerns and ideas about what they or you might make a difference in strengthening the community. So it's really just discussing your ideas about the town, because we want to get to know more of what the actual people of the town know about it, rather than the knowledge that we may have from a more formal way of looking at things. We'll be including people in small groups throughout the town, and different groups. Like we've reached out to religious groups and firemen, and we're hoping the board, the town board will be part of it, and teachers. They've already agreed. And the first ones are happening this month, and they'll go through June. We'll be including people from across the town so we could get this broader understanding of what the people from all around the town think. We'll take what we learned from these conversations and use them to help make the library's work in the community more effective. We're really hoping to draw in across the town, not just the 9 corridor, but we want to reach all the corners of the library district or the town, and see what the people of the town want from us. We can't guarantee that every idea, of course, will be included to change programming or change policies, but we will use the information to better understand the community and to strengthen our work. After the conversation and analysis of the information, we'll make it known to you what we've learned, and that how we will develop our programming and our outreach from there. Hopefully the individuals listening to this meeting will want to participate in small group discussions with your neighbors, and we'll hold them at the library. Some will be on Zoom for those who do not want to come out to the library, don't feel comfortable with that yet. If you're interested, you could call the library, just in case you happen to have a pen handy. It's 229-7791, and secure a spot for a group that's scheduled for June 18th at 3:30. And if that doesn't work for you, there'll be other options or a waiting list. We only have limited space. Clearly, I would like to be able to talk to each of you, but we don't have that kind of time or energy for every single person to be heard. But you could get your thoughts known. You could write to me. You could call me. You could send a representative to one of our group meetings. So if you could call and reserve a spot by Friday, we'd really appreciate that. Now, this is another one where you need your pen. I'll give you my Hyde Park email. It's HP for Hyde Park, President, Board, wait, cancel that. HP Board President at hydeparkfreelibrary.org. Now I can see the possibilities of, this is exciting to me, of the library and the town board working together, because we'll have information that you also will enjoy knowing about. And so I could see where we could have quite a benefit in different realms for use for the town. So your library wants to serve you, and I thank you for the time to tell you about this exciting project, and to I hope to get to talk to you soon. We will be collecting, as I say, this data for the 2 months, and then we have a lot of work to do with it, and we'll be developing our strategic plan based on this. And we are anticipating that we'll have that ready by the mid-November. So this is a long-term project. But we hope to meet and reach a lot of people so we could have your input. And I think that it'll help everything we do in the library. So I really appreciate the chance to talk to you about it. And as I say, I hope the board is going to be part of this. And then the rest of the people listening maybe will call us at the library and make an appointment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. So, the best thing for people to do is to call, and you haven't scheduled subsequent meetings yet, just the first one is scheduled for now?
Well, we have other ones scheduled, but with targeted groups.
Oh, I see.
Sure, we could fit people in where we need to, but the group that I'll be running is the group I told you. But if that doesn't work for whoever, we'll find another place for you.
Oh, okay. So the first group is just residents from the community, and then other groups that you're
June
meeting with.
18th, yeah. Mhm.
I see. Okay, great. And does the town board yet have a date? I don't think we do, but we look
I
forward
don't think you do yet.
We do not.
participating. Yeah, and really appreciate the outreach that you're doing, because it's so important to gather the data initially and early so we understand people's needs. And, unfortunately, it seems that we often are contacted when people are not happy, but gathering information first to help you formulate your strategic plan is really helpful. And, we did some strategic planning in our drive for the sewer project and for our downtown initiative. And it was really rewarding to bring people in and hear their views and their vision for the town. And I think that's what you're striving for. And
Yes.
especially thinking through how you might redevelop the library to meet the needs of the 21st century.
Right. And we're looking for what people want or dream but also their ideas of what can we do that will, meet these needs.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be very exciting. I'm happy that we're doing this.
I'm appreciative. Thank you. How many people are on your board?
10.
10. So that's a good sampling of the community right there.
Yeah.
And do you meet once a month or just
The third Thursday.
Oh, great.
And we're still on Zoom also, but we're starting to come back. So we have hybrid meetings now.
All right. Is the library, has it resumed its full hours of operation?
As of this week, I believe, yes.
Oh, great. That's great. Glad to hear that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And Lynn, this is only for Hyde Park Library District, right?
Correct, yes.
Statsburg wouldn't be included because they have their own library now.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, good, thank you for that. Mhm.
Good.
And Lynn, we can talk offline if you want to get me some information that we can put either on the town's Facebook page or website or both to get
Great,
people
thank
involved.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course.
We're looking forward to hearing all your input too.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, thanks again. And we will be in touch.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Lynn.
Bye,
Thanks, Lynn.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Glad to see there's additional initiatives going around through the community to strengthen it. So we're happy. Okay, so moving pretty quickly on to our resolutions. The first one is a little bit complicated, but go ahead. I'll let Neil, I think that you usually start, and then we can kind of review where we are with the town attorney.
Okay. Resolution 517-1 of 2021. Resolution ordering repair and or removal of structures owned by Adam H. KRUKOWSKI and the late Alice KRUKOWSKI pursuant to Chapter 40-9 of the Town Code.
Second.
And what we'll do is I'll just have Warren explain a little bit the status of this resolution. Oh, Warren, you're
You're
on.
muted, Warren.
This is an unsafe property, and we had a report by our building inspector. There was a fire at this property that's pretty much made the current premises unusable and dangerous. And we started the unsafe property procedures under our law and under New York state law. But a couple of things have developed since we started the process. One is I've learned that the two prior owners are deceased. It was my understanding only one of the prior owners was deceased. The property has also just been put on the agenda for a in rem proceeding tax sale. And I spoke to the county about that. So before we move forward and decide how we're going to deal with this property, I would prefer if we held the everything in abeyance and not issue the order tonight. And then I'm going to discuss this further with the town board, and we can decide how we best want to proceed on dealing with this property. There are issues I'd like to discuss, in a confidential manner with my supervisor, and we plan on doing that tomorrow. So it's possible if we have a special meeting, we were talking about that, we can restart the process, or we can do it at the next board meeting, I think on June 7th. So at this point, we're not going to vote
on that, Warren, to hold it. How does that work?
We can just take an oral vote that will hold us in abeyance. That's my recommendation. Yeah.
Okay, so do I have a second to hold the vote on in abeyance?
Second.
Second that.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, another, sorry, I have a housekeeping item here. I do need a motion to add resolution number 15 to the agenda.
Make that motion.
And
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
And it's a pretty exciting and interesting resolution. I can go into it a little bit more when we get to it. But, it's a resolution that's making me very happy.
Fantastic.
Keep everybody in
For adding
suspense.
to the agenda, gentlemen. Okay. Dave, you're up.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse me. I just this second got into town and I can't find my notes and I can't read it off the screen.
Okay, so we'll just.
No
skip-
worries. I can do it.
Yep.
Thanks. I just got
worry.
in.
So this is resolution 517-2 of 2021, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Robert A. Linville to the town of Hyde Park Board of Ethics.
I'll second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And thank you, Bob.
Bob. Resolution 517-3 of 2021, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Board to direct the town clerk to publish the notice of filing of the town of Hyde Park's annual financial report for fiscal year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 517-4 of 2021, resolution authorizing the release of a driveway bond for Bradley and Colleen Palmetier for property location 44 West Pine Road, Statsburg.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 517-5 of 2021, resolution accepting amended version of local law number E of the year 2021, imposing a 6-month moratorium on the processing and approval of applications for rural event venues pursuant to Chapter 108, 108-28 of the town code, and reopening the public hearing process.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolution 517-6 of 2021, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to accept a reduced restoration bond with regard to the inn at Belfield project.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And just a note that they've had their building permit for well over a year. I had some discussion with the developer and he assures me that his financing is in place and we should be seeing it go vertical fairly soon.
Great.
Resolution 517-7 of 2021, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation 2020-2021 MS4 permit annual report.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Ken? Oh. I will read this. I guess we lost Ken. Hopefully he'll come back shortly. Resolution
Sorry, guys.
517-8 of 2021, resolution authorizing the release of the balance of escrow for the town of Hyde Park zoning administrator.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 517-9 of 2021, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park town supervisor to submit nunc pro tunc an application Just letting Ken in. An application for community project funding through the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure to supplement previously awarded TAP funding to continue improvements along Route 9 by incorporating an Americans with Disabilities ADA compliant sidewalk system with trees and lighting within the town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
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 Sorry about that, guys. I got booted off there for a second.
You were probably misbehaving.
Yeah, I probably was. Resolution 517-10 of 2021. Resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park town supervisor to submit the 2021-2022 municipal investment grant, the MIG, program application for an ADA accessible and inclusive design playground equipment for the town of Hyde Park Recreation, Hackett Hill Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And want to thank Neil for working with Laura Nordstrom on this grant, and it's got a lot of possibilities. We've really been investing monies and time into Hackett Hill Park, and we're already seeing the rewards of that. So
Absolutely.
this is it's really interesting how popular the disc golf is, and I know
Amazing.
Ken, you were a big part of that. And
Thank you.
when Neil and I attended the rec commission meeting, they had someone there, just actually a resident who wants to coordinate some leagues and, make improvements there. So it's good to see.
Yeah, it's great.
A lot of nice things happening.
Yeah, and we know how much family place Hyde Park is, and so what we want to do is provide recreational opportunities for the families who live here. And so when we were informed of this possibility to receive a substantial grant through the county, we immediately jumped on it. And as I kind of explained at the rec commission meeting, it's really the only way that we can change the town in terms of bringing in additional capital is through these grants. And so if we don't take advantage of them, they go elsewhere. So appreciate the support of everyone, and we'll see where it goes.
And Hackett Hill really needs a really nice ADA, a nice place set for children of, every age and disability, non-disability. So I'm really got my fingers crossed for this, because that'd be exciting for that park.
I was just going to say, everybody will have access to this playground.
That's right.
For all kids, and it'll be such a great addition.
Yeah, and we've really just kind of turned our focus to Hackett Hill. It's really centrally located. It's our largest.
It's our premier park. Yeah.
So good. We'll see how it goes.
Fingers crossed. Resolution 517-11 of 2021. Resolution authorizing the release of the balance of escrow for the attorney to the town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 517-12 of 2021. Resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve vacation carryover for the town of Hyde Park Justice Clerk, Sarah Jensen.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 517-13 of 2021. Resolution adopting revised section 904 of the Town of Hyde Park Employee Handbook that includes the discrimination and sexual harassment policy and complaint procedure.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 517-14 of 2021. Resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute the Municipal Innovation Grant, the MIG program agreement extension with the County of Dutchess for the New World Police Software Share Service Project for the town of Hyde Park Police Department.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Again, we were able to provide important new software through the MIG program, and that was a win for us. So
That sure was.
Definitely. Okay.
Da-da-da.
The suspense is over.
okay, you guys ready?
Resolution 517-15 of 2021. Resolution authorizing retention of CPL Architecture, Engineering and Planning, and Surveyor to create schematic design for the remodeling of the Hyde Park Town Hall.
Second.
Second.
And so just to review it, give a little history of this. several years ago, we began exploring the option of moving our building and assessing departments up to our meeting room. And that entailed consultation with our town engineer and drawing up various floor plans that might accommodate that move. But obviously there was another component to that, which is where would we be holding our public meetings? So we had a lot of discussions with our department heads, including Donna and Tad and, you know, various building and then came up with what we thought was a possibility, which would be that we would begin to hold our town board, planning board, ZBA meetings at the police court facility in their courtroom. Of course, then we had to consult with the judges and representatives of the court system. And basically we hit a wall there. There was a lot of legal stipulations in terms of how you can use a courtroom. And it would have entailed a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of process, and it was really not a effective solution. It was really a Band-Aid at best, would have involved a lot of inconvenience for people. And yet it also seemed that we may not actually get approval of the court system. So, you know, then what we did is examined, are there other options? And we've had some conversations with, as the resolution notes, with a wonderful benefactor who we have not named as of yet, but they offered to donate $1 million to the town for us to create a addition to the current town hall that would accommodate our building and assessing departments. So, you know, there's been a lot of discussion on it about how we would proceed, what's the best method, and we're ready to move ahead. And we feel forever grateful to this wonderful person who, when we actually accept the donation, of course, everyone will know who that is. But in order to move the process along, we are contracting with CPL to provide the schematic designs of the town hall, and we really look forward to getting the input of people and our residents, and I think it's going to be a beautiful project, and it's very exciting. So
It's going to improve that corner of the town, but most of all, it's really going to improve accessibility to our residents for the town. People that haven't been to the town hall recently or have been, you know, to get a building permit or go to the assessor, you know, it's not ADA compliant. And it's really difficult for people with disabilities or age to get up and down those stairs. And it's just not the perfect working environment for people in the basement to start with. It was something I think that was supposed to be kind of temporary that has turned into a full-time living space for them down there. So kudos, Supervisor. I'm glad that you were able to continue to move this forward, and I really want to give thanks to the donor as well. That's just an amazing gift to the residents, not only today but for the future.
Well said, Ken. Yeah, and you know, we do make accommodations for elderly or disabled to where people come upstairs, the assessor or the building inspector, but it's still tedious. It's tedious for Don. I mean, people, you know, there's a lot of motion. No,
it's just not efficient.
And the town hall was built, I believe, in '63. Does that sound right, Dave? It's either,
Yep, about that.
and you know, really does need some updating. And the windows are single paned and a whole bunch of other remaining issues. So it'll really enable us to move into the 21st century with efficiencies, more energy efficiencies, improve the accessibility, improve the design too, because people may not recall, but another grant that we received an award from the county for a shared service grant was to examine how we could improve the functioning and efficiency of our building and zoning departments. And, what were the things that we could tweak to enable applications to move quickly through the process. And, having the zoning and building and assessing all on one floor in a space where there is easy communication and sharing of files will also produce a benefit. So
Well, it will also be easier for the residents.
for the residents, yeah, because different towns are organized differently, and our town has both a building inspector and a zoning administrator, which requires a review of applications by both entities. And sometimes that can add time to it. And, what we're trying to do here is make it easier for people to process these applications and make it easier for staff. I mean, all our staff work really hard, always grateful to them. And so, we have to do our part, making accommodations for employees, not just for residents, but, we may have employees that also have some disabilities. So it's a big move forward into the 21st century, or maybe even the 20th century. I don't know.
That's my joke, Aileen.
But we're working on it. And there's lots of other things that we are still pursuing to do that. So. Okay.
I'm so happy to hear this news, Aileen. You've been working on this for at least 8 years that I know of.
Yeah.
And to me, that ground up there is kind of sacred, because I grew up here and had the old town hall. We had the row that burned down in early 60s. That was the center of town. And not that we want to make the center, but it's so inefficient now. Now that I'm older, I have a hell of a time getting downstairs and up when I go down and argue or discuss with Don Westermeyer certain things, and it's gonna be much easier to have him on one floor. No, but the people down there,
I'll be able to hear what you're arguing about now.
well, you hear me sometimes anyway, but I'm just so happy that we pushed through on this, and I'm happy for the benefactor, and I'm extremely grateful for all you've done on this. The rest of the board too, don't get me wrong, you've all been behind Aileen, but she really kept pushing on this, and it's something we desperately need. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks. I'm so excited. And that's the other aspect to this is if people have been in the meeting rooms, you can see that they've expanded with closets. And so much of our records, and Donna's the official record keeper, we have to maintain records. And so having storage for those records is important as well. But using prime office space for the storage it's really not the best use of space. So it's going to provide a lot of changes and opportunity for us to improve our efficiency. So we're looking forward to moving ahead.
Yeah.
Exciting. So more to come.
So
Supervisor, did we accept the minutes for May 3rd? Did we do that? We did, okay.
Yeah.
But we should vote on this, right?
Yes, we should. So
After all that, we should probably vote on it.
I think
Would you like to
Table.
roll?
sure, why not?
Okay. Supervisor Krupnik.
Did-
Sorry.
Supervisor.
I'm sorry, the pitch.
Wow, he moved up.
Wait a minute.
Aileen, there was something we didn't tell you about.
Demoted.
It's a gift. That would be a gift,
Absolutely.
Supervisor. That'd be a
Whatever
gift.
my title is, I vote yes.
Councilman Ray,
Yay.
Councilman Schneider,
Yes.
and Supervisor War.
Yes.
I apologize.
No worries, Donna. So great. And just a little update on the parade situation. If anyone's listened to the governor's announcement today, it sounds that things are really loosening up. So I did have a conversation with our rec director that we're going to go forward with planning our 4th of July parade, which we're really excited about. And for the Memorial Day, what we're doing is a bit of a hybrid. We had originally thought we had to cancel the parade entirely, but then we had consultations with the county. We thought we could possibly hold it. but it still was problematic at the time. There were limitations on gathering more than 200 people in one location. And as we know, in certain locations in town, during a parade, they can be very, very condensed or very dense. So our Teresa Gasparini has put together, our rec leader, a really nice event that will honor those who've given their life for our country. And so here it is. It's the Memorial Drive at 10:30. Caravan of Hyde Park veterans, police, fire trucks, and military vehicles will make its way up 9, starting at FDR home. And then a patriotic display at the town hall between 11 and 12, and then our traditional memorial service. And the people are asked if they'd like to donate wreaths to honor fallen soldiers to be displayed at the town hall. So I think it's going to be really nice. We have the Hyde Park and Roosevelt Fire Departments will be there. And it's really just a tribute to our veterans, especially those that have lost their lives. So, you know, Hyde Park loves a parade, and we do too. But we feel this is the right approach for Memorial Day, because it does involve a lot of planning and a lot of commitment. And as another update, also with the shifting nature of COVID, our traditional Music in the Park series, it has typically been held at both the state and national parks, but they have both declined to host the event this year. So we are coming up with an alternative. Our rec director is reaching out to different bands. We're taking a look at the methodology here on how we can best assure that people don't waste their time and try to attend an event that we have limitations on the number that can be there. So more to come, but we are working on our Music in the Park series as well.
And I just wanted to mention that Statsburg will be having their annual Memorial Day ceremony as well at 8 a.m. on Memorial Day,
Right.
and that's in Dinsmore Park. So everyone is welcome, but of course we still have to obey social distancing, even though things like Aileen mentioned are opening up. So it might be better than we hoped.
Mm-hmm. And as a further update, but not in relationship to Memorial Day, but the work at Dinsmore Park is progressing very nicely, right, Neil? And do you have the exact status of that? I know Pete sent an email today.
Yeah, well, they did some work on the courts, and they had to wait until everything dried out, and they had to wait till the weather gets warmer. So I believe that work will continue within the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. And I have been visiting my daughter in Seattle, and it's interesting how many people are playing pickleball. It's going to be a really nice improvement.
Crazy.
To Dinsmore Park. So it's cool. I mean, we didn't have pickleball or disc golf just a few years ago. And so it's good we're staying up with things.
I'd just like to give a shout out to the Boy Scout Troop 80 at Hyde Park. Every year, they silently go into Union Cemetery and put flags on all the veterans. And it's really impressive. So, you know, we just have a lot of great, you know, groups here in Hyde Park that volunteer cleaning up garbage, planting flowers, you know, the library. And then you got youth, you know, putting, you know, flags on all the headstones. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Troop 80.
Yeah. And we were happy to be able to fund those. They're funded through the town budget. So
that's great.
That's really, we're proud to be able to do that. So it's good, all good.
It's impressive.
Yeah, very nice.
One more thing. Tomorrow is the school board vote and budget vote.
Yeah.
All right.
Polls are open, I believe, 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Have one.
Very good.
Great.
Okay, so good to see everyone. We may be
Supervisor.
having a special meeting to accommodate a easement request that we are approving in an expeditious way. So it would just be a very short meeting, possibly next Monday.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. All right, we'll keep you informed. Okay.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good night, everyone.
You guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.